So I've had some requests to go through the exhaust on this BMW 530i. So in this video, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna compare the stock exhaust, so each of the main components of the stock exhaust, and show you guys what I have in place on this vehicle. I'll give you guys a few revs and we'll drive around so you guys can hear exactly what it sounds like. Now, before we dive in too deep, I do want to note that this engine has no modifications to it, so it is completely stock. The only modifications to the powertrain is the exhaust. Now, the first component of the exhaust system is the manifold. Now, there's no headers on this vehicle. It's actually the stock BMW headers. Now, with this inline 6 M54 3-liter BMW engine, you're going to have two manifolds, one for the front three, and then you're going to have one back behind it for the back 3 cylinders, and then you're also going to have an O2 sensor in there. So mine are completely stock. Now, from there, you're going to have two collector pipes that come from the exhaust manifold and go down and come to here. So this is where the front muffler would be. On this BMW, originally, it would have 3 mufflers, and this would be the first, classified as the front. Now, you can see what was welded in was just 2 straight pipes. You can see they're bumped out here for 3-inch piping back, or it might be 2.5. But this is the first of the 3 mufflers, and this was removed. So straight pipe through the first muffler. And then normally what you would have is the 2 pipes that go into the first muffler, and then 1 only comes out. But since 2 obviously are still going along, we then narrow it down to this X pipe right here that you guys can see. And this goes into what is known as the middle muffler. Yes, very creative names here by BMW. And I believe this is designed this way, so it's also used on the 530i. And potentially even the M5, though I do believe the design for that exhaust was slightly different. But nonetheless, we have the piping that comes into this completely stock BMW middle muffler. So now we've gone from the stock manifolds. We have bypassed the first muffler with just straight pipes. We've made it to the middle muffler, which is completely stock, and then we would come back here, and this is where the piping would lead to the final 3rd muffler that hangs off the rear. And you can see that this piping is all relatively new, and it comes out to this aftermarket muffler right here. Now, I did not install this muffler. I actually bought it with the vehicle, and the owner really didn't even know what the muffler was or what the brand of it was. Now, after doing some research, and actually somebody commented on YouTube with this muffler, it seems as if it is a $300 muffler off of eBay. Now, it says that the brand is BMW. I think it is just an aftermarket muffler. There's no part number on it or manufacturer stamp on it, but nonetheless, it is a 2.5-inch inlet to dual 3-inch outlet tips. So right here, making a nice little deep, bit of a raspy, grumbly noise. Nothing too extreme. Well, you know, here, let's just listen to it. Very nice. Now, let's take it out on the road. This is about third gear. We got about 2,700 RPMs. We're going about 41 miles an hour or so. About second gear up to 3,000 RPM there. Fourth gear, 1,800 RPMs, about 40 miles an hour. Little to no drone inside the vehicle. You really, honestly, I wouldn't even know if it was different from stock. It's just kind of humming along. All you're really getting is the wind noise. Going to fifth here. Fifth gear, you got a little bit more of a grumble, I guess. You can hear it's a little bit of a low resonance. About 1,500 RPMs, about 42 miles an hour. Alright, drop it down into second. That's about a 5,000 RPM pull in second. We'll just kind of go through all the gears here, just as you normally would. Get a little bit of a gurgle there when you're letting off the gas. But again, not too loud on the inside, and you know, it's probably because of the soundproofing of these BMWs. You're not going to get a whole lot of outside noise, whether it be exhaust, engine noise, or even wind noise for that matter. That's why, you know, a lot of these luxury auto manufacturers nowadays, they will pump the exhaust note into the vehicle through the speakers, so that those enthusiasts that want to hear that engine noise can hear it, and really get that much more out of their driving experience. Alright, so there you have it. That is the exhaust on my BMW 530i. Nothing too crazy. Note that we had the original manifold on the front. The first muffler was removed. The second muffler is the same, or the middle muffler, I believe is what it's called. And then the back muffler, which is coming out the rear end, that is aftermarket. It's about a $300 eBay muffler from what I can tell. I'll put the link down in the description if you're interested in looking at it. But that is it. It's nothing too crazy for the exhaust. Now note, when I was driving around, all the windows were up. I was trying to catch any of the drone that would be inside the vehicle that, you know, people may like or not like, and just how loud it was. I tend to drive the vehicle with the windows down, just because you can hear it that much better, especially with a manual transmission vehicle. But nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit the like button. Think about subscribing if you want to, but hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one.